Hi YouTube, please give me a moment while I connect to Facebook. We'll be getting started shortly. And we should be live on Facebook. Hi everybody, welcome to today's video. I am Sami Abu Saad, Director of Education at T3 Live. Hope you're doing well. We're going to do what we always do, which is go over the market, review the market, go over some amazing swing ideas for next week, and we'll go from there. But before we start, as always, a standard required disclaimer to let you know that trading is risky and that whatever we discuss in this video is for educational purposes only. If you'd like to download a copy of my free ebook, link for that is in the description below. Also, if you find benefit in today's video, please be sure to hit the like button. And if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe to our channel. And lastly, if you have any questions for us, email us info@t3live.com. Again, info@t3live.com. All right, here we go. So the SPY broke out on Friday only to turn into a doji bar, or you can call it even a little bit of a topping tail reversal bar. So if we take out Friday's low, then I think we're lower to retest the bottom of the base. Okay, the market remains bullish. I'm looking at the daily chart of the SPY here. The market remains bullish in an uptrend, but a little bit extended. Extended means overbought. So, you know, far from the 20, especially on the Qs, which is the tracking ETF for the top 100 companies in the NASDAQ. And then the IWM rolled over a little bit. Again, we broke out, so the bias should be bullish, but the thing is the timing. You know, when should we bullish, right? When should we be bullish? So right now we may be coming in. So the clearest picture for me is the SPY. The Qs is also similar, but the SPY to me is clearer. If we take out Friday's low, then I'd expect price to come in a little bit, at least to the bottom of the base. And if we break the bottom of the base, then probably to the 20 MA, the blue line on the daily chart. Okay, so that's what I'm thinking. But overall, the market is really bullish. Qs, same thing, right? IWM rolled over a little bit, but it broke out last week, so I'm bullish on it overall. But we may be seeing a pullback, which would actually give us a way in, you know, another way in. I already have a little bit of the TNA, which is the leveraged ETF for the IWM. But we'll see how it goes. For now, let me show you my ideas for tomorrow. I scan every day after the close and generate a new watch list. But a lot of the items that don't trigger tomorrow will still be on my watch list for Tuesday. ADTN broke out on Wednesday or so of last week, but has another entry over 961, stop under 909, and target about 1150. Not bad for a breakout off the daily lows. The AKRO is an hourly base breakout. It's not a very tight base on the hourly chart, but like it higher over about $54. Stop under 50.39. The entry would be over 54. Stop under 50.39 on the AKRO. Not my favorite two ideas. The list is sorted alphabetically. If you actually want to know exactly which plays I will be taking tomorrow, obviously you have to subscribe, and link for that is in the description. I like BA a lot, and I like it more as a long-term play. I've liked it for a long time, and it seems like it's ready to break out. Okay, so I like it higher over 220, stop under $200. Okay, that's a $20 stop. Alternatively, one can use Friday's low as the stop. That would be too tight of a, I mean, it would be a very tight stop, in which case you can easily get shaken out. But if it works, it'll be a home run, obviously. My suggestion would be to use the wider stop and treat it like a long-term play, because I really like it on the weekly. I mean, every time frame, but especially the weekly time frame. The monthly, I think, is headed back minimum to 300 or so. That's 350. That's 300. That's 278. Sorry, minimum 350, I would say, on the BA Boeing. I like the backs a lot. It went a little climactic a couple months ago, and now is giving us the chance to get in it over, I don't know what the price is, it's 42, looks like 42.40, stop under 40.60, and target up here somewhere. So let's say about $47 on the backs. So I like it a lot. The cat, I regret not taking the 1, 2, 3 on the cat over here, because it was also a monthly buy setup. If you look at the monthly chart of the kitty, is a monthly buy setup. Multiple red bars to the rising 20 and then triggered, but it does have another 1, 2, 3, 4 entry. So a 1, 2, 3 pattern is when you have one bar, a breakout bar, followed by a narrow range bar. A 1, 2, 3, 4 pattern is when you have two small bars. So we have the breakout bar and we have two narrow range bars. So entry above, stop below, and we're looking at target up here somewhere on the cat. Okay, like it a lot. CCJ is a long-term play, a little bit sloppy on the daily. Check out the weekly, 1, 2, 3, and a long-term base breakout. So over the highs, well, I wasn't gonna play it over this high, to tell you the truth, just over this last week's high, stop under last week's low. Okay, that's how I'm planning to do the CCJ. Some of the oil stocks, USO doesn't look too good. If you look at USO, weekly is in a downtrend, monthly buy setup is failing, it actually looks lower. But some of the oil stocks look higher. DVN is one of them. So it would be over the base, if you can call it a base, stop right here. Okay, or wider stop would be down here on the DVN. Then we have EOG, also oil. And so I like it over the last 3 bars, stop under. Okay, then there is more, but I don't know if they made the cut. HES is another oil stock. Similar to the EOG, I like it higher over Thursday's high, 138. Stop would be under Wednesday's low, 133. Okay, as long-term plays. Oil stocks, long-term plays, but looking at USO, it doesn't actually look all that good. All right. Back to the list. We got EDU, which is Chinese, like it higher, but only if it takes out 43.05. Stop can be as tight as 41.69, or what I recommend would be 40.49 as a longer term play. Also, I have a few of the China stocks, but I have a feeling they're going to come in tomorrow because of the news that came out this weekend. So we'll see if the EDU triggers or not. EOG we talked about. FHN is banking, so is a financial. Like it higher over 1190. So 1191 would be minimum. Stop under 1140 and target the gap fill around $15. Okay, on the FHN. Airlines look okay. We have the HA Hawaiian, higher over 920, stop under 875, target about $11. We also have JetBlue, but it needs to take out Friday's high, which was 755, stop under 725, and target about 850. And then some of the other airlines are bullish too, but they're too late. So those are the two that are still not late to get in. Lilly is already an open position. In the newsletter, I called it long over there was a kind of a W pattern. So, so here and there, so over the neckline. And now it actually has another entry over the double top, stop under the green bars high. Lilly is going to the moon, it looks like. I mean, it's one of the most bullish stocks that I'm aware of. And look how beautiful that is, the uptrend is. It's just such a beautiful uptrend. Super bullish. PGY is a breakout on the daily chart. So over the base, which is $1.30, stop under $1.12, $1.13, and target one could be $1.60, and then target two, the 200 MA, about $2.25 on the PGY. PTGX is up a lot, but this also looks like it's going to the moon. I mean, it's just so bullish. So entry would be over Friday's high, stop under Wednesday's low. So stop would be under 27.75, entry would be over 29.56. RUM A little bit sloppy, but take a look at the RUM, what it's trying to do. Trying to break out. In fact, it already broke out on Friday, but I didn't find it until this weekend while scanning, so I didn't have it as a watch item. Otherwise, I probably would have gotten triggered in, maybe. It looks like I would have. If we look at the weekly chart, if you're still not in it, which I am not, might as well wait for 1054 to get taken out. It hit a high of 1046, so I would wait for 1054 to get taken out, and then after that it's free and clear. There's no resistance all the way up to at least 1270, maybe even 1350. So that would be the target area, between 1270 to 1350. On the RUM, Uber is beautiful. I wish it wouldn't have shaken me out. I played it on the break on the 1 2 3 4 right here, and that was me, and then it shook me out. So now it's breaking back, going back up, breaking out, like it a lot, over $41, stop under $37. Okay, can also use 38.60 as a tighter stop on the Uber. And Urban also looks really higher on the weekly chart as well. Is a 1 2 3 that triggered last week. I didn't get it, and now I like it higher over 33, stop under 30.27. So, and where's the target? It's off the monthly chart. So the prior high around $40 on the Urban. So those are the ideas. I'm not gonna play every single one of them, but I am playing a handful if they trigger. The shorts, not as good of a list. You can even add Tesla maybe to the bearish list, because it's a little bit climactic. I was worried about it already last week as being, you know, overbought with a reversal bar, and it just kept going up, and now it's way up. I did buy the TS. I have, like, I don't know, between $600,000 to $700,000 worth of Tesla. It wasn't that much when I bought the Tesla, but it's gone up so much that now the position is grown to be by far my biggest position. But on Friday, I did buy some TSLQ as a hedge. Now, I didn't buy that much of TSLQ to counteract a drop in the if Tesla were to drop, but I did buy some TSLQ, which is the inverse leveraged ETF for Tesla. So just, you know, FYI, it's actually not too late to buy it if it takes out 35.41. But I bought it using the 15-minute bars high, which was over 15. I don't know, remember what the price was, 33.15 or 34.15. Okay, so that's when I bought it. I actually bought it at the open, took a stop, and redid it. So it took 2 tries. But even over Friday's high, it wouldn't be too late. Or under Friday's low on Tesla short, under 342 by 354.40. I did think about selling some Tesla, but the goal is to keep it long term, with the earliest exit being $300. So if it gets to 300, then I will consider it. But for now, I'm just gonna stick with it and live through a pullback if need be. It is up several weeks in a row, with last week being the largest with a spike in volume. So all signs are saying lower maybe for a pullback. But longer term, I'm bullish on it, so I'm gonna stick with it. But it's gonna be hard to, you know, it's gonna be hard to watch it drop if it really drops. If it drops. Here's the list from top to bottom. We have the ANNX, which is a little bit late, but not too late, under 279, stop over 340, and target the prior low, which is 209, 210. Okay, on the ANNX as a sell setup. CPB gap down and then has a 1 2 3 4. So short under 45.80, 85, stop over 46.94. And then target wise, we'll have to look at the larger time frame. That's the weekly. I would target 42 on the CPB. That would be my target for it. The DZSI also gap down and a sell setup, short under 344, stop would be over 377, and target, it's off the chart, just have to manage it. GCO, liked it higher over the double bottom, but I hesitated and it ended up going without me, and now has a possible breakdown on the hourly chart, but it would need to take out Friday's low. So short under Friday's low, stop above Friday's high, and target about $18. Okay, on the GCO. The bearish list is not as good as the bullish list, that's for sure. The HZNP, it was supposed to be a buyout, and then the government, I think, sued or something to stop the buyout, and so it fell hard, then got bought, and now has put in a very tight base. So short under the base, stop above, and target about 95 bucks. Okay, on the HZNP. The biggest downside to shorting it is the fact that it's involved in a buyout, is the subject of a buyout, obviously with a big issue with the government. But you know, I'm always worried about shorting buyout candidates or companies involved in a buyout for fear of, you know, gapping back up to the prior highs. So that's my only issue with it. Otherwise, it looks really, really pretty. ICPT is a sell setup triggered on Friday. It looks good. I mean, it looks pretty good. I don't love the hourly chart. I like to short when the 20 flattens out a little bit first. The blue line goes a bit more flat and then starts to curl to the downside. And that's when I like to short. So it's not there yet, but it may not wait for me. Sometimes you wait for the stock, for the pattern to look perfect, and it just doesn't. It just goes and doesn't wait for you, basically. So like it lower under 1180, stop over 1250 and target the prior lows. The ICPT is extremely weak on the monthly chart. That's the monthly base for over a year and a half, and finally broke down just last month, and now has a sell setup on the daily. So I like it. I don't know if any of you remember the big gap that the ICPT had in 2014, but that was like incredible. It was from 250 to 500 almost in a couple of days. It went up. It was incredible, and then that was the top. I think that was it's 500, not 550. 497 to be exact. And then from there, it just kept dropping, and now it's at 10 bucks and looks lower, or 1185, and looks lower. OGN, pretty chart on the daily, is a sell setup plus the 1, 2, 3. So short under 1978, stop over 2021, or safer would be stop over 2060. Target the prior lows. Is a daily sell setup. SPWH is another daily sell setup that triggered already on Friday, but I don't think it's too late. 497, under 497 would be the entry, stop over 537, and target the prior lows. And Tesla, we just talked about it. It wasn't even on my list, but you can under 242 by 252.50. So like it lower, maybe all the way down to 200 bucks. Overall, long term, I'm bullish on it. This would be just a climactic sell setup, so a counter trend trade, swing trade rather than a long term play. But we'll see how things play out tomorrow. We have coaching after the close, so we'll get the chance to review all the plays that triggered and all the open positions. Until then, I'll talk to you. I hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope you have a great day, and I'll talk to you all on the next video. Take care, everybody.